Hello students, welcome to our channel Learning Notebook. In today's video, we will do chapter Time. Let's see what all topics we are going to cover in this chapter. First is time in AM and PM, time duration in hours and minutes, how to find the finishing time, then we will learn about 24-hour clock, and in the end, we will learn about how to calculate days. So let's start and first understand AM and PM concept. Students, as you know, a day has 24 hours. When the hour hand of the clock, which is the shorthand, goes around the clock once, 12 hours have passed. The hour hand completes 2 rounds of the clock in one day. This clock is showing 9 o'clock. It may be 9 in the morning or 9 in the evening. So, AM or PM after the time tells us whether it is morning or evening. Students, a new day begins at 12 o'clock midnight and it ends at 12 o'clock the next midnight. In between, after 12 hours, we get 12 o'clock noon, and again after 12 hours, we get 12 o'clock midnight. So students, we use AM, which is anti-meridian, for the time after 12 midnight and before 12 o'clock noon. Similarly, we use PM, which is post-meridian, for the time after 12 o'clock noon and before 12 midnight. Now let's do an exercise based on the same. Question 1 is, fill in the blanks using AM or PM. First part is, school starts at 7:30. Students, school starts at 7:30 in the morning. So it is 7:30 AM. Next part is, mother leaves for office at 9. Since mother leaves for office in the morning, so it will be at 9 AM. Next is, Sheila eats lunch at 1:10. Students, we eat lunch in the afternoon. So it would be 1:10 PM. And the last part is, she goes to play at 4:30. Students, we go to play in the evening. So it is 4:30 PM. Now let's do next question. Write the time 1 hour before 7:25 AM. Students, 1 hour before 7:25 will be 6:25 and AM will remain the same as AM. Next part is 1 PM. Hour before 1 will be 12, and since we do not write AM or PM for 12 o'clock, so answer will be 12 noon. Now let's see the next part. 12:35 PM. Students, hour before 12:35 would be 11:35. Now 12:35 PM is after 12 o'clock noon. So 1 hour before it will be AM. Therefore, answer is 11:35 AM. Next is 12:45 AM. Again, hour before 12:45 would be 11:45 and 12:45 AM is after 12 o'clock midnight. So 1 hour before midnight it would be PM. Therefore, answer is 11:45 PM. Now last part is 1 AM. Hour before 1 AM is 12. And 1 a.m. is after 12 o'clock midnight. So 1 hour before it would be 12 midnight. Now let's see the next question. Write the time 1 hour after 1:05 p.m. Students, 1 hour after 1:05 will be 2:05 and p.m. will remain as p.m. only. Now next part is 11:15 a.m. Hour after 11:15 would be 12:15 and 11:15 a.m. is before 12 noon. So 1 hour after it would be p.m. Therefore, answer is 12:15 p.m. Now let's see the next part. 6 a.m. Hour after 6 would be 7 and a.m. remains the same as a.m. So answer is 7 a.m. Now the last part is 11 p.m. Hour after 11 will be 12 and 11 p.m. is before 12 o'clock midnight. So 1 hour after it would be 12 midnight. Now let's understand time duration in hours and minutes. Example is Andy started the race at 9:05 a.m. and finished at 9:45 a.m. How many minutes did Andy take to complete the race? Here we have to find minutes Andy took to complete the race. In the question, starting time is given as 9:05 a.m. and finishing time is 9:45 a.m. So students, can you tell me how much time will it take from 9:05 to reach 9:45? Yes, it will be 40 minutes. So Andy took 40 minutes to complete the race. Let's see the next example. Myra went for the yoga class at 4:45 p.m. and came back at 6:40 p.m. What is the duration of the class? Students, in this question, starting time is 4:45 p.m. and finishing time is 6:40 p.m. So we cannot solve this question directly. Let's solve it step by step. Starting time is 4:45 p.m. 15 minutes later, time will be 5 p.m. and 1 hour later, time will be 6 p.m. and 40 minutes later, time will be 6:40 p.m. which is the finishing time. Now add hour units separately and minutes units separately. So we get 1 hour plus 15 minutes plus 40 minutes, which is equals to 1 hour 55 minutes. So answer is the duration of her class was 1 hour 55 minutes. Let's see the next question. The movie started at 10:45 a.m. and got over at 2:05 p.m. How long was the movie? Here in this question, starting time is given as 10:45 a.m. and finishing time is 2:05 p.m. Students, we cannot solve this question directly. So let's solve it step by step. Starting time is 10:45 a.m. So 15 minutes later, time will be 11 a.m. 1 hour later, time will be 12 noon. 2 hours later, time will be 2 p.m. and after 5 minutes, time will be 2:05 p.m. which is the finishing time. Now let's add hour units separately and minutes units separately. So we get 1 hour plus 2 hours which are equal to 3 hours. Now minute units, 15 minutes plus 5 minutes equals to 20 minutes. So answer is the duration of movie was 3 hours 20 minutes. Now let's see how to find the finishing time. Question is, the school starts at 8:15 a.m. and finishes after 4 hours 30 minutes. At what time the school finish? Starting time is given as 8:15 a.m. and duration of the school is 4 hours 30 minutes. And we have to find the finishing time. So let's solve it. Starting time is 8:15 a.m. and we are given duration as 4 hours 30 minutes. So let's first add 4 hours to 8:15 a.m. and we get 12:15 p.m. Now add remaining 30 minutes to it and time will be 12:45 p.m. So answer is school finishes at 12:45 p.m. Next question is, the flight left Mumbai at 10:40 p.m. and reached Delhi 2 hours 40 minutes later. At what time did it land? So students, here we are given with the starting time as 10:40 p.m. and duration of the flight is 2 hours 40 minutes. So what will be the finishing time of the flight? Starting time is 10:40 p.m. and we are given duration as 2 hours 40 minutes. So let's first add 2 hours to 10:40 p.m. We get 12:40 a.m. Now 40 minutes is remaining. Time is 12:40. So we cannot add 40 minutes directly to it as it will be 80 minutes. Therefore, let's first add 20 minutes. Time will be 1 a.m. and again add 20 minutes and we get the time as 1:20 a.m. Therefore, answer is flight landed at 1:20 a.m. Now let's understand 24-hour clock. Students, we have already learned that 12-hour clock or analog clock shows the same time twice a day. Like here, time in the clock is 4 a.m. Again, it will go round the clock and show 4 p.m. So same time is being shown twice a day. Whereas the 24-hour clock does not show the same time twice. After completing one round, this 24-hour clock shows the time as 13, 14, 15 and so on till 24. Students, a digital clock is 24-hour clock. As you can see, here hours changes from 1 to 24. Airline and train timetables are based on this 24-hour clock. Now let's see how to read the time in 24-hour clock. In 24-hour clock time, there are 4 digits. So here, when the time is 0800, it is read as 800 hours. While in 12-hour clock, this time is 8 a.m. Now, when the time is 11:45, it is read as 1145 hours in 24-hour clock. Whereas in 12-hour clock, this time is 11:45 am. Now students, here the time is 1300 hours in 24-hour clock. In 12-hour clock, this time will be 13 minus 12 equals to 1. So it is 1 pm. Let's take one more example. Now the time is 2340 in 24 hours clock, which is 2340 hours. Now students, in 12-hour clock, this time will be 23 minus 12 equals to 11. So it is 11 pm. Now add 40 minutes to it. So time will be 11:40 pm in 12-hour clock. So students, to convert time of 24-hour clock to 12-hour clock, remember these points. Less than 12 indicates AM, and if the time is more than 12 hours, then subtract 12 from the hours and use PM. Now let's do an exercise based on time. Question is, change the 12-hour clock to 24-hour clock. First is 5:25 am. In 24-hour clock, this time will be 525 hours. Next is 3:05 pm. Students, since it is pm, let's add 3 to 12 and we get 15. Now add 5 minutes to it. Therefore, time is 1505 hours in 24-hour clock. Next example is 12 noon. Students, it is 1200 hours in 24-hour clock. And last is 12 midnight. It will be 2400 hours in 24-hour clock. Next question is, change the 24-hour clock to 12-hour clock. First time is 1120 hours in 24-hour clock. Students, since the time is less than 12, it indicates AM. So time in 12-hour clock will be 11:20 AM. Now next is 1600 hours. Here, since the time is more than 12 hours, let's subtract 12 from 16 and use PM. Therefore, answer is 4 PM. And the last part is 2245 hours. Again students, the time is more than 12 hours. So subtract 12 from 22. We get 10. Now add 45 minutes to it and answer is 10:45 PM. Now let's understand how to calculate days. Question 1 is, the school closes for vacation from 15th May to 28th June. How many days will the school remain closed? Students, here, first let's calculate number of days school remain closed in the month of May. The month of May has 31 days and we are given vacation starts from 15th May. So, 31 minus 15? No, because 15 is included in the vacations. So, subtract 14 and not 15 from 31. Therefore, we get 17 days in the month of May. Now, number of days school remain closed in June is 28. So, to find total number of days, let's add 17 and 28. We get 45. Therefore, answer is the school will remain closed for 45 days. Let's do one more question. Tom enrolled for swimming classes on 3rd August. The classes ended on 14th September. How long was the course? Students, first let's calculate number of days in August. We know the month of August has 31 days and we are given swimming classes started from 3 August. So do 31 minus 3. No, we won't do this as 3 August is already included in the classes. So subtract 2 from 31 and not 3. We get the number of days as 29. Now students, the classes ended on 14th September. So number of days in September is 14. Now let's add 29 and 14 and we get 43 as the answer. Therefore, answer statement is the course was for 43 days. So students, in this video, we learned how to read time in AM and PM, time duration in hours and minutes, how to find finishing time, how to read time in 24-hour clock and how to calculate number of days. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then do hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Learning Notebook and make sure to press the bell icon. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you in the next video.